Sup, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check it out, man. Just wanted to holler at y'all about a few little things. I got to get y'all a little daily dose of info, man. Sometimes in situations, man, we got to learn how to be honest with not just ourselves, but be honest with other people. We make the mistake a lot of times of portraying the role like we feeling something that we really not feeling. you know. And I give you example just on a small level, just if you if your wife walks into the room and says, "How do I look in this dress?" and in your mind you're really not feeling it, you might feel like the dress is inappropriate, or you feel like she may look better in something else, but you might just go, "Oh no, it's good, you good, you good." That ain't really a healthy way to conduct yourself, and it ain't really a healthy thing for that relationship. You know, you got to be in situations where you can tell people the truth and they can still accept it without taking it personal. Because a lot of times the truth is, or should be, designed to make us better. It should be designed to make us better people, and to help the person that you're telling that truth to. So if you establish that relationship and that connection with somebody, then y'all already understand that. Y'all already understand that y'all can have those hard conversations if it comes to that, but also little simple things can be told to each other that y'all not gonna get in y'all feelings about. You know what I'm saying? So it applies in all aspects of life, man. It just you got guys who be in the studio. You say, well, man, check out my record. How my record sound? Oh man, that's jamming, that's jamming. But in reality, you feel like it's trash. But you didn't want to tell me. You said, man, I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't want to hurt her feelings. But nah, but you should rather be honest than to let your person get out there in front of the world, and the world let them know. So this is what a real friendship is. This is what a real connection is about. A real friend is not gonna let you go out there and be out there looking crazy. So these are the things you gotta look at moving forward, even with your own children. I don't care if it's just your son or your daughter. Your son playing football, your son playing basketball, and you wanted to put him in that because you used to do it, but then you realize he ain't that good. This ain't meant for him. Maybe it's maybe not. It's not. This is not something that we can work at and he get better at over time. You just see he just don't have it, but you steady saying, okay, yeah, man, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Nah, you got to be honest to say, well, son, this might not be for you. This might not be the best move for you or best field to go into. Let's try to find something else. And I know it's a little tougher as it relates to a child, because of course they naturally gonna be more sensitive, and even the other parent might look at you like, man, you wrong for that, you wrong for that. But you don't want to waste your child's time. You don't want to waste valuable time in that child's life having them do something that they really not cut out to do, or really not set up to do. So that's something you got to look at. The last point too is to be honest with yourself. It's a lot of stuff that we try to do, a lot of stuff that we try to get into, that we feel like, I'm gonna do this because I want to do it, or you may be delusional, feeling like I'm really good at this, or I could be really good at it, but you're really not. And and the responses that you get from people kind of tell you, you know, you don't really get the responses. You stood up and you sung in front of everybody, and you got your little courtesy claps or whatever, but it wasn't just like you may have felt it should have been. That may be people just sparing your feelings, not having the heart to tell you, well, this is not something you should be trying to do. You out there fixing people cars, but every time you do it, it makes somebody car worse. So you got to find your lane in life and reach a point where, if something's not really working, to be honest with yourself enough where you can maybe transition into something else. And I'm not talking about if you really have a gift, if you really got talent, and it's just taking a long time. I ain't talking about that. Sometimes you got the skill, you got the talent, you just got to stay on it. You got to keep pushing, and that's when you know, and that's when you know not to let nobody tell you, well, maybe you're not cut out for it. It's like, nah, I know, and you know the difference when you're in that situation. But the other times where you just got to come to the realization that this ain't my lane, this ain't my game, and it ain't nothing wrong with that because you'll mess around and waste decades out your life trying to force a square peg into a round hole, and you can't get that time back. That's what it boils down to. You cannot get that time back, no matter how hard you, not how much you wish you could. And before you know it, you 45, 50 years old and regretting all of the time that you wasted when it may have been something that was in you that you knew you could have been better at. You just didn't want to do it, and it could have made your life a whole lot better. So, this topic is just about being honest with people and being honest with yourself, and regardless of what they might feel about it in that moment, trust and believe down the line they'll appreciate it, they'll respect it, especially when you was the only one that might have had the heart to say it to them, and they'll look at all of the enablers, they'll look at all of the people who were just faking it um, around them, they'll look at them totally different. They'll look at them in a different way, but they'll look at you as a real friend, as somebody who's like, man, you know what? You told me, man. You was the only one that was real enough to tell me blah blah whatever whatever whatever. And you got to stand on that because they say the truth hurts for a reason, but it only hurts like it's like it's like taking some medicine that may not taste good going down, but in the long run, it heals you. It's good for you. That's how the truth is. So when that truth hits you, it might sting a little bit, but understand where it's coming from. If the person is telling that truth coming from a good place, then you'll know it. Or you should know unless you just got blinders on. But if some people will tell you the truth, but they'll tell you the truth to try to hurt you. You know, they not hitting you with the truth because they want you to be better. They hitting you with the truth because they have another motive. But when somebody's coming from a good place, you'll know it, and they'll know it if you coming from a good place, and they'll respect you for it, man. All right, so keep that in mind as we move forward. And it's your big brother K-Rino, and I hit y'all with another one. Had to come out and get some action on this bright sunny day, man. All right, peace and love.